everyone, welcome back. Now today, I got to go somewhere I've never been before. Now, as part of being involved in trying to rebuild our Aquarium Society of Winnipeg, I've kind of become somewhat of an ambassador. So one of our local stores, who is a specialty saltwater store, which originally started out in a home, and then all of a sudden grew and became a small retail space specializing in saltwater, also then in turn expanded a little bit and is offering now freshwater. I've never been before, but I've heard nothing but positive rave reviews from this little store. Well, this store was just about to have its 3rd anniversary sale. And somebody in our local group posted it on our Facebook page, and I thought, hey, it's on Saturday morning, I'm going to go check it out. And this store, it was really impressive. Now, they didn't have the largest selection of freshwater animals or fish or anything like that or plants, but they had a real awesome selection of all sorts of dry good products, both salt and fresh. Now, the saltwater stuff, you guys know I'm not a saltwater guy, and some of the stuff they had was super incredible to me. But I'm not a saltwater guy, so I couldn't tell you if it's awesome or not. You guys be the judge. But I was blown away by this store. It's called Concrete Blonde Aquatics. It's a small shop in Winnipeg, and if you ever get a chance to go see it, you should definitely check it out. So let's take a peek. This is Concrete Blonde Aquatics. It's a small store, as I mentioned. It's located at Unit G, 359 Johnson Avenue West in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Now, as I've mentioned before, and I've mentioned in other videos, I've never really had a passion for saltwater. That's never been my thing. You guys know me. My thing is in breeding fish. And there's George right there. However, this particular store, I decided to show up and check it out. I had really no aspirations of bringing anything home. I just wanted to kind of go and support a local store, go and check it out, and if they had something that caught my fancy, but I was absolutely blown away. Look at the volume of dry goods. Extremely specialized dry goods. This isn't just your bread and butter cookie cutter store that carries those mass brands like everybody sees. This store has tons of very unique and specialty products to fit everything to the strongest, highest coral reef that needs extremely specialized lighting or extremely specialized filtration, chemical dosing, or micronutrient dosing, all the way to the freshwater side where we would have CO2 systems and all the different nutrients associated with that. The owner is George Kyriakidis. And he started out as a small home-based business, and he got passionate about saltwater corals, and you could see it throughout the store, as the name of the store used to be Concrete Blonde Corals. And as he grew so passionate, he kept learning and learning more and more and consuming books and research. As his knowledge increased, many coral enthusiasts from across the country began searching for him for advice. He mentions that a lot of his customers, their friends in the hobby, these were the ones that said he should open a store. He has incredible selection of corals, and he's extremely helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable. Now, when it comes to corals, back in the day when I was involved in the pet trade at the retail level, corals was just animals that were taken out of the wild and sold. However, thankfully, a lot of it has gone, a lot of these animals are highly regulated and highly protected now. So now you have to see stores that are propagating, making a conservative effort to ensure that these animals are available for a long time. Corals are living, breathing organisms. Essentially, are two creatures in one. The first are the coral itself, which is the skeletons and the tissues. And Zoantheria is an algae which gives the coral its color and resides within the coral. It's truly a symbiotic relationship where the mouth of the coral will physically feed on the food to get energy. Then the Zoantheria, which is the algae in its tissues, will produce energy via the light and help feed the coral as well. It creates a truly living, breathing system. This is a beautiful little mangrove plant. Mangroves are associated with coasts, tidal pools, where saltwater clashes with land and clashes with freshwaters and mixed. This unique is one thing that I've seen in the freshwater side, but I've never seen it on the saltwater side, is an aquascaping table where you can come and use the rocks and so forth and set your aquascape. I'm sure you could do it on the freshwater side here as well, as he sells all those products too.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, this was his 3rd anniversary sale, and the crowd definitely came out to support. There's a good look at that aquascaping table and all the different accoutrements and things for doing. A lot of the CO2 accessories, beta accessories, everything was on sale. And his very loyal following pretty much cleared him out of a lot of his livestock. Now, his freshwater side, albeit was fairly small, it was impeccable. These gorgeous Das aquarium systems, or Dutch aquarium systems, with those beautiful rock-looking walls, healthy fish stocks. And George's selection of the type of freshwater fish he had was perfect. It was 99% all different types of species that could cohabitate together in smaller community tanks, the type of tanks that he would specialize in. Different types of unique species, the little electric blue dempseys and glowfish. This was something that caught my eye. You want saltwater ready-made or reverse osmosis ready-made, you can come and fill up a jug directly from the tap. Just an absolutely beautiful store. And the community that George supports so well, they came out in droves to support him. I think George will be here for a long time. An impeccably clean store filled with all sorts of products and staff filled with knowledge. Just walking in the door, you're transported into an entirely different world. And here at Concrete Blonde Aquatics, they can make all your wet dreams come true. So if ever in the Winnipeg area, make it a destination to come and see George at Concrete Blonde Aquatics. I think some of his customers want to congratulate him on his anniversary.
Happy birthday, George.
Thanks. Happy birthday, George.
Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday, George.